I will turn it around for you, and then will be the astonishing moment when you see what they have been doing on the backside of it.
Welcome or welcome back to WatchAdvisor on YouTube, where the watches are the stars. But before the stars come on your screen, I present you Mathieu Sauret, Director of Heritage and Product at Jaeger-LeCoultre here in the Vallée de Joux. We are happy to be here today to be able to film the watches even before Watches and Wonders. Thank you very much for enabling us.
Alexander.
And Mathieu, what are the watches we're going to see?
So today we're going to see a very extraordinary watch that is going to take us in the history of the Reverso, but the history of the game of polo, the history of miniature paintings and miniature enamel, the incredible Reverso Shahnameh. And I will tell you all the stories of these paintings that come to life in the Reverso under the form of miniature enamel, Grand Feu enamel that we do in-house at Jaeger-LeCoultre, and an extraordinary crafts, and I think an extraordinary series of watches.
Everything is said. Now, we will disappear from your screen, and hashtag where the watches are the stars will come alive. Bye-bye.
Is the Reverso Tribute Enamel Shahnameh. Maybe some of you know what this is. I have to admit I didn't know. Mathieu, please help me a little bit in explaining what this particular Reverso has on its back.
So the Shahnameh is a book of poetry, very ancestral. It was written around the 10th century. And the Shahnameh was nicknamed the Book of King in Persia because it was really the book that every king wanted to have in their library. And there were several versions of this Shahnameh book that were actually made by hand. So all the poetry in it were written by hand, and next to it were done miniature paintings. These miniature paintings were done by very important artists of the time. They were using not only paintings, but also gold leaves. Since the miniature painting is such an important tradition at Jaeger-LeCoultre and notably on the Reverso, because we've been doing it since the 1930s, we wanted to pay tribute to the origin of miniature paintings, but also to the origin of polo on the Reverso. And the Shahnameh is full of poetry with equestrian scenes. In the Shahnameh is the first polo scene that is described and painted. And here, this very Shahnameh in these paintings is the Shahnameh of Shah Tahmasp, which was painted around the 15th, 14th century. This is a beautiful example of miniature painting that has been also miniaturized, because you see here all the details are extremely important and vivid. And if the viewers have very good eyes, they will see the depth of techniques that have been used.
I would very much recommend you to use a magnifying glass to discover all the details. These paintings are done in-house here in the Vallée de Joux. Incredibly talented craftsman or craftswoman to do such paintings. This is amazing.
Only the paintings can take up to 3 weeks to make.
Wow.
And here the technique is very sophisticated because it's Grand Feu enamel. So everything is going to be fired at 800 degrees Celsius with several steps. So there is a first step where there is a groove or a place that is engraved at the back of the Reverso. Then there are several layers of enamel. And if you look here, we have even integrated gold leaves in the enamel, true to the tradition of the Shahnameh. You are rightfully pointing them, Alexander. And these gold leaves, they're layered up in the first layer of enamel, then they are fired at 800 degrees, and then the miniature enamel is then painted over, again fired at 800 degrees, and then there is a protection layer that is placed. So this is as hard as metal, the enameling is as hard as metal. We have in our museum a couple of watches with enamel dating from the 1930s, and the enameling is as vivid as it was on the first day they were painted. So this really shows the testimony and the longevity of this craftsmanship.
Let me interrupt this video for a short moment, please. We need you to join our community on our website, www.watchadvisor.com. You can now discover more content. We are going to create forums. We have discussions. You can share stuff. You can come in discussion with me. We're going to present you more insights, more in-deep videos, more in-deep information, and so on and so on and so on and so on. It's all about watches. WatchAdvisor is the name. I am the WatchAdvisor. You know that. This was the reason I'm interrupting this video, and now enjoy the rest of it.
But you also have to say, besides of being so special, if there is one error done through the process, you start all over again.
Yes.
There is no
There is
error.
no margin for error.
No
Exactly. We are the only manufacturer to have this craft under our own roof. And we have several talented craftsmen and craftswomen which have been trained inside of Jaeger-LeCoultre, and it can take up to 2 to 3 years to be able to enamel this majestic beauty. But for this one, this is probably the most sophisticated miniature enamel we have ever created. And it's a beautiful tradition, and it's a beautiful homage also to the sport of polo and to the equestrian origin of the Reverso.
Also on the front side, huh?
Yes,
Enamel
of course,
dial.
on the front dial, we have an enamel dial. Here, the beautiful color, deep green, which plays with the color of the part, which is sort of the forest on the back. You can see the motif on the back of the enamel, which is the guillochage. So here we use the hand guillochage technique on century-old machines that we have kept in our manufacture. So each groove is cut by hand in order to create this incredible pattern, and then layer of enamel, a translucent enamel, is laid on top. And so through the enamel, you can see the beautiful pattern. So it's a dial that is so captivating. It is as the image of what is hiding on the back of the Reverso.
This is one out of 4 versions you are presenting this year.
Yes.
All of them are limited to 10 pieces.
Yes.
So once the watches come to the markets, there will be a limitation engraved on the backside. Mathieu just explained me, will come here. There will be 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. So the limitation number will be here. This is a watch that will stay in the museum. It is a prototype we are able to show you, but once the watches come to the markets, they will have the limitation numbers, 10 pieces each. And price-wise, Mathieu, what do you have to spend if you are interested in buying one of these Shahnameh enamel watches?
So of course, these watches are extremely sophisticated. Only a handful of craftsmen can do it in all Switzerland. So these come at a price, and the price is 156,000 euros, including 20% of VAT.
156,000 euros, including 20% VAT. If you want to have your international price, please deduct 16.666%, and then you will have the net price, and then you add your local tax, and then you will know more or less what it will be sold in your country.
The lugs to lugs is 45.6
45.6. So the distance from one lug end to the other lug end is 45.6.
for a thickness of 9.7 millimeter in thickness. And with this, you have the whole miniature craftsmanship and the history of the miniature paintings on your wrists.
Powered by a hand-wound, in-house done caliber, of course.
Yes.
822, 42 hours.
42 hours of power reserve.
Yeah, no date indication, of course. Nothing needed on such a watch. This is a piece of art and not something you wear to show you the date. Look on your smartphone if you need to know it in this case. Enjoy the miniature painting. This is amazing. I've been watching it through a magnifying glass, and I can tell you this is really incredible what has been done here. Wow, once again, wow, wow, wow. La Grande Maison, as they call themselves, in the Vallée de Joux, the watchmaker of the watchmaker, really surprises once again with incredible handcrafts. And I can only recommend you really to come to the Vallée de Joux if you are in Switzerland, and if you are interested to call them, to set up an appointment, and to maybe tour here in the manufactory to learn more about what they're able to do. It's simply stunning. Mathieu, thanks for helping me to show the watch.
Thank you so much.
We have not been talking about the bracelet
of course,
or the strap, of course, but
alligator.
Yeah, it comes with a beautiful leather strap, yes, with a folding clasp, but this is okay. It's there, of course, but really what's simply stunning and simply, wow, I'm looking for the right words to express what I'm feeling in this moment. And this miniaturized enamel painting is just wow. Wow, wow. Thanks a lot for watching the video on WatchAdvisor on YouTube. And if you think that this is your channel, please check out our website, watchadvisor.com, and especially our community section on our website to really get in touch with us, to share lots of things. You will get more detailed information about the watch industry, in-depth videos. More fun will happen there. So if you're interested, have a look at watchadvisor.com.